Men just look at another man and you can kind of know if he's an athlete. Kind of look at the way he can go down the stairs or throw something, catch a lighter, just maneuver his body in that way.
You heard it here first, folks. Jesse Waters likes to watch other men maneuver their bodies and go down the stairs. Now, the universally recognized arbiter of masculinity, Jesse Waters, is back to judging other men's bodies and behaviors. This time, the target was Tim Walz, who is about to debate JD Vance for the VP debate. Now, the segment was on the 5, and it was all about how Democrats are trying to relate to voters by attending football games and embracing football fans. I mean, that's never happened before, right? Politicians trying to seem like the ordinary person going to diners and things like that. Now, it's part of their effort to brand themselves as the normal political party. Tim Walz, who was a high school football coach, attended a Michigan-Minnesota game last weekend in Ann Arbor. Jesse Waters took issue with Walz and the Democrats trying to reach young male voters. And his issue has more to do with Tim Walz allegedly appearing unathletic in his movements.
Yeah, no, that's not what he means. You guys know what he means, right? So we're gonna give you a couple of clips. Oh no, yeah, he's trying to insinuate that Tim Walz is gay. He's done this a couple of times. He doesn't move like a normal man. He is not very athletic.
Have you seen what a lot of gay men look like? No, but seriously, have you been to West Hollywood, California? Like toykers, okay, like those men.
I mean, you want to talk about an athletic build, right? Okay, Tim Walz, on the other hand, looks like a straight dude.
He looks like the straightest man I've ever seen in my life. No offense to straight men, I'm married to one of them, but okay, let's go, let's watch.
Kamala doesn't have it. She doesn't appeal to young men, so they're trying to use Walz like that. And men just look at another man and you can kind of know if he's an athlete. Kind of look at the way he can go down the stairs or throw something, catch a lighter, just maneuver his body in that way. You look at this guy, I've never even seen him throw a football. He goes to a game, doesn't throw a football. Never seen him hit a golf ball. I've never seen him really do anything athletic. Meanwhile, I've seen Trump hit a tennis ball, hit a golf ball, throw a football, catch a baseball. I've seen him do all of that. So there's a lot of mystery around Walz. We don't really know if he's even a good shot. I mean, I know Trump's sons are good shots. They're better shots than some of the Secret Service agents.
Are you talking about when they kill all the endangered wildlife?
No, I'm talking about sharpshooting.
Hey, don't scroll away. Come back. Because before the video continues, we just want to urge you to lend your support to TYT. You power our honest reporting. You do it at tyt.com/team, and we love you for it.
Jesse Waters, an expert on how men handle balls. So there you go.
Now, the manly way to handle balls is this way, he says, and then I'm sure he'll demonstrate.
He does a very soft and gentle hand movement while he's talking about this too, which is nice, which is a nice touch.
Is that how real men move? By the way, I gotta say a couple things. He says, he went to a football game and didn't even throw a football. I went to Rams-Niners game. I didn't get to throw a football. You know why? Because I went to a game. I didn't bring a football with me. I'm not one of the players. I mean, have you ever gone to a football game?
Okay, but Jake, I don't think you've seen this because John and I covered it while you were out. And this isn't the first time that Jesse Waters had very strong feelings about what makes men, what makes a man masculine. Let's take a look.
Men shouldn't eat soup in public. Again, you're pursing your lips in anticipation. You can have soup in private, or you can have a stew, a nice hearty stew. And then there's this French onion soup situation. Have you guys seen this? Guys are out there dipping the spoon in, and you have cheese like this, above your, and guys are going in like this, trying to, and then twirling it in there with their tongues. It's ridiculous.
I thought that was a super masculine rant he went on.
Yeah. I thought he was very masculine, but then he mimed. Gay, he's a gay man. I saw his tongue in public, do that in private like a real man. Every real man has built a closet in his house, and there's a little chair in there, and you sit there with your soup, and finally you can be yourself in your little soup closet. But you don't do it in public, no matter how much you want to. You don't do it, Jesse, you don't.
Check out our shorts and TikToks, by the way.
Okay, so that was great by John. But as I watched that clip, I was like, you know, you're demonstrating what not to do in public, right? And I'm not sure Jesse does. He's not the brightest bulb.
I mean, yeah, I don't stare at other people eating anything. You know, I don't study them.
I've never looked at another man eating his soup or his dinner and be like, let me see if he's gay.
Let me see if he twirls his tongue around.
What's he doing with his tongue? Hold on, honey, hold on, I'm looking at his tongue.
No, I have actually grown an appreciation for Jesse Waters. He used to just annoy me, but now I'm highly, highly entertained.
No, it's the same thing with Trump because they when you get to a certain level of dumb, it like goes over the top and starts to become amusing.
It's super amusing.
Yeah, like it goes from like, oh, that's so annoying and ridiculous to, especially when they're out of power, right? When they're in power, not as funny, right? But when they're out of power and they do these dumbass things, it's hilarious.
And also, usually when they're attacking their opponents, they're like kind of telling on themselves. Again, I would venture to say that most men aren't like carefully studying the eating habits of other men.
Literally never done it in my life. And we do Old School, that's a podcast of ours. Members get to watch it live, etc. Not a big deal, but become a member by hitting the join button below. Anyway, and in there we talk about food all the time. I mean, obviously you should have pastrami on a pizza. Why don't they do it more often? As an example, right? But never did Ben and I discuss in over a decade of doing the podcast, how do other men look while they eat? What did they do with their tongues? What did they do with their mouth? That's never occurred to me, ever. And nor did I ever analyze like the motions of a man and go, is he masculine enough? Or maybe I can get him interested.
How does he handle balls? Okay, now finally, Jessica Tarloff, who is like the resident Democrat at Fox News, kind of called out Jesse Waters and his like obsession with straws and stuff. So let's take a look at that.
He has the highest favorability of anyone on either ticket. And you continuing to demean him and call him assistant coach Walls and say he's stolen valor and he's a loser and he doesn't know about clean air.
Who hugs a mascot like that, Jessica? He embraced the mascot like it was his mother.
We've all seen you use a straw. There is footage of you using a straw. Your masculinity shtick.
You know, why do they call him?
That was for television. I don't use straws in my private life.
Red-handed.
Yeah, look, I've never even thought of whether to use a straw or not. Like if you say I'm annoyed by paper straws, America agrees with you, okay? But if you say I don't use straws, why? It didn't even occur to me, but I guess he's saying, is it phallic or something?
He thinks that men should not drink through straws, that it's-
Look, it's funny because I used to think that, well, I mean, you can say a lot of things about Jesse Waters, but like after he deflated the tires of the producer to try to entrap her in some sort of sexual affair, I assumed he was straight. But when he sees a straw, if he's seeing penises everywhere.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Right, like,
I mean, I'm straight and I don't see penises everywhere when I see straws.
He's the Haley Joel Osment of penises.
Yeah, could
I
be.
see penises. Where else do you see him, Jesse? Okay, what a weirdo.
You're having fun, Jesse. Keep it going. Keep it going. All right.
And don't be afraid to be you, Jesse, okay? Us progressives are here to look out for you. Thanks for watching the video, guys. We also love it if you hit the join button below because that makes you a member. And members allow us to be independent, honest. We can be as progressive as we want, no corporate media influence, and that's all because of you guys. We love doing the show with our members. Hit the join button, become one of the Young Turks.